Stewart Friesen's emotional NASCAR comeback after devastating injuries in dirt racing accident. For the first time since suffering devastating injuries in a dirt racing accident, Stewart Friesen made an emotional return to the NASCAR paddock this past weekend. The veteran driver, who has been sidelined for 2 months after a horrific big-block dirt-modified crash at Autodrome Drummond in July, was back at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, not as a competitor but as a source of inspiration. The injuries Friesen sustained were nothing short of career-threatening. He shattered his pelvis, fractured his right leg in 2 places, tibia and fibula, fractured a C7 vertebrae, and broke his left hip badly enough to require plates, screws, rods, and pins. The recovery has been grueling, and though he still relies on crutches, the 42-year-old says he's determined to make it back into the driver's seat. His ambitious goal? A return to modified racing at the World Finals in Charlotte this November. "It's been a slow road," Friesen told Motorsport.com. "I lost a lot of weight just lying in bed, so it feels good to start moving around on crutches and to be back at the racetrack. That alone gives me motivation." Saturday's race carried added significance. Caden Honeycutt, who advanced in the NASCAR Truck Series playoffs, was behind the wheel of the number 52 truck, the entry Friesen co-owns with Chris Larson and has driven since 2017. Honeycutt's opportunity came after leaving Lease Motorsports for Tricon Garage, aligning perfectly with the team's need for a playoff driver while Friesen remains out of action. That decision, however, came at a personal cost. Friesen had to forfeit his own playoff spot and a chance to finish top 10 in the championship. "It wasn't what I wanted," he admitted. "I would have loved for the record books to show a win and a top 10 finish even after missing 9 races. But sometimes you just have to take your lumps and move on." Had Friesen tried to maintain his playoff eligibility, NASCAR would have fined him heavily for missing mandatory playoff duties. Instead, the team focused on keeping the owner's championship hopes alive with Honeycutt behind the wheel. They even expanded efforts by fielding a second part-time truck in collaboration with Bruce Cook Performance, with drivers like Cole Butcher and Wesley Slimp getting opportunities. "This is a small group running 2 trucks, so I can't thank Bruce and his guys enough for helping. Our goal was to get Caden into the next round, and we barely made it with all the bad luck at Darlington. But we're learning, building better trucks, and getting stronger." Despite the long road to recovery, Friesen is not talking retirement. Quite the opposite. He's more motivated than ever. "Being away made me realize how much I love this. I want to get back to racing and working directly with my team. Jess, his wife, has stepped up in such a big way, managing things while also taking care of me. It's been tough, but we're pushing forward." Looking ahead, Friesen's ultimate goal is to strap back in for the Daytona Truck Series opener in 2026. "That's the plan," he said. "It just depends on how my nerves heal and if I can regain enough feeling in my leg and foot. But that's what we're working toward."